designed to give you a preview of what you will be doing in this lab. For this lab, you will need a paper punch, a 10 cc or greater syringe, forceps, spinach leaves that have soaked overnight in cold water, and a baking soda solution consisting of 20 grams of baking soda per liter of water. You will also need a source of light, artificial or natural, and a way to hold your syringes upright. To begin this lab, we're going to make 20 discs from a spinach leaf. The darker spinach leaves are better than the lighter colored spinach leaves. So for example, I chose the darker color over the lighter color because the darker will work better. Your instructor should be soaking the spinach leaves in water overnight. This will make the experiment work a lot more effectively. To cut out your spinach discs, simply what you're going to do is take a paper punch like so and cut out discs, each time dropping them onto a piece of paper or a counter or whatever the case may be. You want 10 to 20 of these spinach discs by the time you're done. The more you have, the better. If your spinach discs stick to your paper punch, simply use a forceps to push them out. Now that I've punched out my 20 paper discs, I have to add them to a 10 millimeter syringe or more. This 10 cc syringe, or in this case a 12 cc syringe, is where we're actually going to be doing the experiment. You can either add the discs one at a time to the inside of your syringe, or if you have them on a piece of paper, you can simply use that piece of paper to funnel them into your syringe. Once I have all of my discs inside my syringe, I'm going to use a forceps to push them down as far to the bottom as they can go. I'm going to add my plunger, push it nearly to the bottom, and then suck up 10 cc's of my baking soda solution. Next, I'm going to lift up on the syringe and try to pull as much of the air out of my leaf discs as I can. If your leaf discs are kind of jammed together like mine are, tap them down as much as you can, using gentle tapping motions. Putting your finger on the end, you're going to pull up on the syringe and try to suck out as much of the air from the leaf discs as you can. As you're doing this, you may see the air actually being pulled out of the leaf discs. This is necessary to make the leaf discs sink. We have to pull all the air out of the discs themselves. As you're doing this, you can push down to force the carbon dioxide solution into the plant discs. You might see the discs start to fall as you do this. It's going to take a little effort to do this. Just keep alternating between pulling the air out and pushing the solution in order to eventually make your discs start to fall.